And now viewers, the T20 World Cup is turning out to be a complete circus, and at the center of this is Pakistan, who seemingly cannot get their one move right. Now after a back and forth, the top officials from the ICC met with the Pakistan Cricket Board and the Bangladesh Cricket Board in Lahore. The emergency talks focused on persuading Pakistan to reconsider its decision not to take the field against India, something that we anticipated given the economic repercussions for in fact the broke nation in case it chooses to bail out. Now, while no formal joint statement emerged from that very meeting, there are some demands that have been placed by the PCB before ICC. Now, PCB is demanding an increase in share of ICC revenue, the restoration of bilateral cricket with India, and also the enforcement of the handshake protocols in the game. Now, Bangladesh, replaced in the World Cup, may also seek some compensation, is what we're given to understand. So, viewers, those are the demands put forward by the PCB in front of ICC in the joint meeting that took place in Lahore. All right, viewers, that's the big meeting, in fact, that took place in Lahore. PCB officials are present, BCB officials are present, and in fact, you also had the ICC representatives, all three present. And now those were the demands put forward by Pakistan. My colleague Himanshu now joins me. Himanshu, it seems that Pakistan cannot get its act right. It's now putting a few demands before the ICC. Help us understand what are those demands and the latest that we know about this meeting that took place in Lahore.
Stuti, PCB has no other choice but to go and beg ICC that please do not expel us. What I am learning here is that ICC has given them either play or get expelled or get terminated from the international, because they are not trying, they're trying to invoke a clause which they are unable to satisfy. So if you are invoking force majeure, you will have to satisfy the clauses that it was not an intentional call, it was a sudden necessity, a requirement that you cannot ignore. Now a political decision cannot be a force majeure. So PCB is trying their best to make sure that they probably get some leeway from ICC so that they escape the financial liability. That's amount to around some $500 million.
Right, of course, and clearly Pakistan cannot afford this, but thank you, Himanshu, for joining us and giving us those details. In fact, before you go ahead, let's also address what has been ICC's reaction on this so far.
Sorry. Ishita, I think the International Cricket Council is pretty adamant that Pakistan will have to play the game against India. Now, if they boycott the February 15 game, they are unsure about whether Pakistan and India, if they again reach in the knockout stages, will PCB continue with its boycott. So I do not think there is any possibility apart from Pakistan coming and playing the match with India.
All right, Himanshu. So also help us understand now what is the outcome that we're looking at out of this meeting. In fact, viewers will continue to track this story, and now we're shifting focus to another breaking story.